Good morning, America. Good morning, Canada. Good morning, France. I don't know what time it is in your time, in your zones. I know France is night at this time. Canada is afternoon. I am still in the morning. That is the beauty of the world. So I welcome you to my program, Talking Business, Digital Business with eFormer. I know I haven't been on air for a while. I did say I wouldn't be doing every week the way I used to, but when I have something very important, I will make sure I share it with you. So that's why we're here today. For those of you who have been in my program, I welcome you. And for those who are new, I am also welcoming you. Be a part of this program. You're going to learn a lot from it. We are here to chat basically about what we do, the digital business. We're all entrepreneurs in this business community, and we want to bring to you what we do, how we do it, and how we get successful to inspire you so that you can also take a step towards what being a member to improve your own life. So I have on board today two wonderful people, one from France and one from Canada. Like we have always said, this is a global business. It's not limited to your locality where you live. It is global. You can have business partners from any part of the world. So that is indication here today. I have somebody from Canada and somebody from France. For my returning fans, you all know Dapi. Dapi has been in my program severally. And today we are bringing in somebody fresh on this program, but a very successful entrepreneur by name Precious. Precious is a mom, a wife, a mom to three wonderful children, a wife, and an entrepreneur. She used to be a nurse. We'll talk about that later. Dapi, as you all know, is a business advisor and a mom of three. It looks like three is the lucky game and not lucky number. She's a mom of three wonderful children also and a successful entrepreneur. And my good self here is also a wife, a mom of three. Wow. And, and a successful entrepreneur. So we're all here today to entertain you on what we do. Be attentive, bring questions if you have, bring your comments. We are ready for you. Whatever it is you want to know, please shoot it on. We are capable and ready. So I am going to start by asking Precious to formally introduce herself to my guest, my audience. Precious,
Okay.
pick it up.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much, Steve, for having me here. Um, okay, I'm going to be giving a quick 1 minute story of who I am. You know, my name is Precious Esono. I live in Toronto, and with my husband and my three children, originally a nurse by profession, and I'm from Nigeria. Okay, so I joined my husband here in 2016, and before I came here, I studied nursing back home. So coming to Canada, trying to get my license and to practice my profession, it was kind of difficult for me. So it was like a struggle, a very huge struggle for me. So until I found this business opportunity that has changed my life today. So this is just, little about me. So maybe when we get into the conversation, you'll get to know more of me. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Precious. Thank you for that. We have a lot of nurses in this community.
Yeah.
It's a business for all professions and non-professionals. It's a
Mhm.
business for everyone. So, Dapi, I'm not going to take it for granted that you know Dapi. I still want her to introduce herself again for those of you that have forgotten who she is. So, Dapi, take it away.
Thank you so much. Hi, everyone. Thank you for having me once again. It's always a pleasure. For those of you watching us for the first time, my name, as my colleagues has introduced herself, is my turn. But mind you, today is Saturday, so these kids around are going to be making some noise at the background. I'm sorry, y'all. Guys, can you keep it quiet, please? All right, my name is Ayoko Davy. I'm originally from Togo. I like to say half Togolese, half Ghanaian. Um, I am a mom of three, as my sister has said. Um, I migrated to the Netherlands about 22 years ago, going to 23 years. I'm a business advisor, a consultant in recruitment, a business coach, and a business owner. Yeah, what more can I say? I uh, came across this amazing digital business 2 years ago while on maternity leave. Actually, that was my reason for wanting something different. Like I mentioned, I'm a business advisor by profession, so I had a job, but it was exhausting. And when I got pregnant, got my child during COVID period, I just knew that I wouldn't go back to work after it. I wanted to be home as much as possible. Normally in the Netherlands, we only have 5 months, okay? Uh, so 5 months after delivery, you have to go back basically. And my child was born prematurely, so it was a no-no for me. And it's either you go back or you will stay on benefits. And everyone knows how it is when you get benefits from the government, they are on your back, like sending you emails, you know, calling you, this and that. So I like my freedom. I like my freedom, and I'm not the type of person that would like to sit home either. So that is how, I thought to myself, I need something that will allow me to be home, to spend quality time with my kids, at the same time make money, because who doesn't want money, right? And then one day I went on social media, something that I have opt for over 1 year. I was not on social media. You all know how it is when you get your child, when you get a baby, you gain weight. I've lost confidence in myself. So social media was the last thing on my mind. But that day, I logged back in after a very long time, and I just saw this amazing video and advert of my coach, Lydia, talking about a business that has changed her life. She is a nurse, being a nurse herself, and having her family around her has somehow triggered something in me. And I thought to myself, could this be true? Is this a scam? But I don't know. I don't know. Something told me to reach out to her. For the first time, I've never reached out to anyone on social media. So I've reached out to her because she was a mom. I felt safe. I felt secure to ask for more information about the type of business she was talking about, because uh, her story pretty much resonated with mine. I was desperate for a change, to be honest with you. So she kind of directed me to the workshop, which I watched but did not understood a thing, because I'm from French speaking country. And so I'm like, I did watch the video. What is this whole thing about? Yes, I understood here and there somewhere that you could work from home and all that. But what is this all about? And then she explained, she said, if you want to know more, you know what, just come inside and you will see for yourself. And indeed, I came inside and I was mind blowing. I was blown away by the success of so many people. And if we are here today, my goodness, it is not by coincidence. So yeah, this is just a little bit about me. The thing about me is, when you ask me about this business, I'll keep on talking. And since if you're my, you know this, okay? So please, today is not about me, guys. You have heard severally me talking about this amazing digital business opportunity. And so I don't want to make these interviews about me. It's going to be about our precious, precious, okay.
Yeah.
Our precious guest here. We want you to hear her success, because I myself, I am blown away by her. She inspired me. I do follow her. And so when Ifeoma told me that she was having her, and I'm like, wow, what an honor. And I know how busy she is. So we are really privileged to have here, and we hope that you will take some notes from her. You will learn and you will get inspired. So thank you again, sis Precious.
You're
The
Thank
floor
welcome.
is
you
all
so much.
yours, guys.
Thank you so much, Depi. Thank you. So before I go over to Precious, I want to introduce myself a little bit and why I am in this business. Like I said, you all know me. If you don't know me, my name is Informa. I am the host of this program. And I went into this business end of 2021 at the time when my family was almost falling apart because I was working long hours, working weekends, working holidays, never there for my children. And they were beginning to complain. It was really beginning to take its toll on my family. And I felt what pushed me was one morning, usually, you wouldn't believe it, I would leave my house by 3 a.m. to go to work. And I don't come back maybe until about between 8:39. And so one morning, usually I will tiptoe out so that I don't disturb the kids. And then I tiptoed on this day, got into the garage, turned around to close the door, and my son, then 5 or 6, was right there
Oh my
behind.
God.
I was startled, and he said, "Mom, where are you going in the night?" I said, "I'm going to work." He said, "How can you be going to work in the night?" I said, "Daddy, that is my schedule." He said, "Quit the job." That was what he said. That shocked me. And that day I cried all the way to the office, and I was asking myself, what am I doing? What am I doing to my family, to my kids, for my little one to get up and tell me by 3 a.m. to quit my job? It means it's really getting to them. So at that point, I decided I need to look for something I can do so I can be there for my children. I mean, what if the work I'm doing is for them, everything I'm doing is for them? And if they're not feeling it, if they have to feel the way they are feeling about my work, then I'm really not making sense in what I am doing. So at that point, I started looking for something, and that's how I came about the peace ad. And like her, I've never clicked on, I don't even look at those things, but I just clicked on it, and here I am today, a member of this wonderful business community. So Precious, you have told us a little bit about why you went into the business, which is that you were a nurse and then you were trying to get your license and it was becoming difficult. But when you saw this business, first of all, you have to tell us how you came about it and
Mhm.
what made you feel that this is where I should be.
Okay, so I saw this business in 2020. I officially started this business in September of 2020. Like I said, before I saw this business opportunity, I was just a stay-at-home mom. Okay, sitting down home, having babies, looking after my kids, no income, I couldn't contribute to the family, nothing. My husband was the only one working, doing two jobs just to make ends meet, right? So, like I said, I came to Canada in 2016. So I have been home from 2016 up until 2020 before I saw this business opportunity. So just like what you just told me about your son, meeting you at the garage and asking you what you're going to. I remember one day to my daughter asking that question, Mommy, what do you do? What is your job? You understand? So that question was so difficult for me to handle. It was so difficult for me to answer that question. So, and I realized that I had to start doing something right away. So apart from that, I was just home, like I said, no contribution to the family. I have family back home. My mom is at home, is in Nigeria. I have siblings, I have cousins, I have family members who are all depending on me. There's something like, every family has someone that they look up to, right? Every family has someone that they call a chain breaker, right?
Mhm.
So I've always known that in my own family, I am that chain breaker. I am that person that everyone is looking up to. I am that messiah for my family. But then I couldn't do anything. There was no way I could help anybody. Calls from Nigeria will come. Immediately I look at it. If it's Nigerian call, I just, avoid that call because I know it has to do with money. I cannot afford it. What do I do? My husband is the firstborn in the family. Him too has his own responsibilities. He has family to take care of as well. So I can't take everything about my family and pound on him when I know that him too he has his own responsibilities and he's the one that is fending for us here. So it was just too much. I almost got into depression because of this. They said I have to go back to school to, like start nursing all over again. Okay, now give me admission to work, to study. I couldn't get into school. It was just so difficult. At the time, I started thinking, or, I had this belief that maybe nursing is not for me, actually. Sometimes you might have a plan, but God has a different plan for you, right? That was how I started seeing it. And in 2020, my husband said, okay, you have stayed enough. I think it's time for us to now look for something to do, no matter how small, just for you to, contribute, just no matter how small. And I told him, okay, go ahead. It wasn't my mind to actually do anything apart from nursing, but I had no choice. So I told him, go ahead and look for something. So while he was looking for something for me to do, I came across an ad that has changed my life today. Just the way you guys are here now on Facebook watching us, that was how I was scrolling through my Facebook and I saw an ad. Husband and wife, they were talking about a business that they have found that has changed their lives, right? What really caught my attention was that the woman, the wife, is a registered nurse. And she said 8 months in the business that she quitted from her job. I was like, how? How can someone quit her nursing job just for an online business? This is something that I've been wanting to get. This is a license I've been dying to get. And someone is telling me that she has the license, that she's quitting her job because of an online business, that now she's working from home, taking care of her kids. She's making 5 figures from the comfort of her home. Oh my goodness. I became so curious. I needed to know more. I needed to look into what she was talking about because all my life I've always dreamt of being my own boss. I've always dreamt of working for myself instead of me working for anybody. In fact, I want people to work for me so that I can pay them, right? I've always wanted to be my own boss. I've always been business inclined. Even my people that know me, they would tell you right from my school days, I've always been into business and all that. I was studying and I was doing some, something on the side, helping myself out and all that. So, and my husband knows that I've always talked about business and business, but just that I didn't know the particular business to go into, since I came here. So I got so curious about what they were saying and I decided to go in. I clicked on the link to get more information. I got in there and what I saw blew my mind. I was shocked. Like, so something like this exists and I didn't know all these years, I didn't know that something like this exists. Something like I can actually do something from the comfort of my home, just like I'm already used to taking care of my kids. I can continue doing that. I can continue staying home, looking after them, and also contributing to my family, right? So I can do this. And I got so excited. I knew right away that that was for me. I didn't have anybody, I didn't need anybody to tell me. I knew it was for me. So, and that was how I started this business. And it has been I'm not going to say it's smooth, and all the time. This is a business. Definitely there must be ups and downs. Okay. But the most important thing is your consistency and, keeping your eyes on your goal and everything. Okay. So this is how I got here. Um, and that is it. Any other question? I can't remember if there was any other.
No, I just wanted you to tell us
Yeah.
how you got here and why.
Yeah.
So that is a very great story.
Thank you
We
so
all
much.
have our stories. Every one of us in this business community has a story, what, how, and why they got in there. And
Yeah.
this is really great. Is a great story. So I have had people talk about being um, very undecided because they are not sure either of the business or of themselves. They have doubts about what is going on. Did you have such doubts at the onset? And if you did, can you give us an idea how you got over it?
Okay. So, I have always been someone that is kind of, let me say, I'm a risk taker, right? I'm a risk taker. Like I said, when I saw that opportunity, and I looked at the people that were talking. I looked at both of them. They looked so responsible, right? Husband and wife. And I was even hearing their kids, in the background. So I trusted them right away. So I didn't have any doubt. I knew it was real. And then when I took a step further to know more about this business, you know, they invited me to a community of like-minded people, large community. I came in there, I saw people sharing their stories. I saw people posting, figures. I saw people going live on the page, going live on their pages as well. There was no need, doubting this opportunity. I knew right away that this was real. These are real people. They are going live. They're talking about their story. So I didn't have any doubt. And again, is that I was more scared of remaining in that present situation I was in, right? I was more scared of being a stay-at-home mom without any contribution. I was more scared of, being a liability, right? I was more scared of staying abroad, not contributing to my family back home, not helping anybody. That was my goal, to come in here, give myself just 5 years, and I will start setting up people back home, helping my family, my cousins, my sisters. I'm not from a very wealthy family, okay? So my priority was to raise my family back home. Not just my immediate siblings, my cousins, everybody, they're all struggling financially. So my goal is to see that everybody is happy, set up businesses for them. So that was the drive. That was it. I saw this business opportunity and I was like, if I keep doubting it, I am going to remain here. I'm not gonna move out of this situation. Right? So it's time for me to step out of that comfort zone and try new things. And that was the drive. I went in there and I went in fully for it. Nobody stopped me. I was ready for anybody that would stop that journey, right? I was so ready for anybody because I knew this was for me. I knew, I didn't have any doubts. And because of that positive mindset that I had from day one, that was why I was able to achieve my goals, the successes I'm experiencing today. Okay, because I've never had a doubt. I believed in my system. I believe that the business works. I'm seeing people that are posting. I'm seeing people that are saying their stories. I mean, they are human beings. If they can do this, I can do it as well. So that was the drive, nothing more. So I never doubted it from one day.
This is really very, very, very inspiring because I have had a lot of people who keep telling me I want to do the business, but you know what? I am not sure. I can't use a computer. I'm not sure if it works. I'm not sure of this. I'm not sure of that. And they are more comfortable restricting themselves from moving forward than
Exactly.
moving forward, even though they don't like where they are,
Mhm.
but they prefer to be there. They want that safety net.
You can never
Instead
be
of
sure
stepping
until you
out.
try. You can
That
never be
is,
sure until you
yeah,
try. That is just it.
yeah. That what have you got to say? This is an interesting topic.
I mean, this is so interesting, and I'm seeing a lot of me in her, the passion, the fire, you know. She was hungry
Very
right from
hungry.
the beginning.
Very
That's just
hungry.
the word. So she came in very, very aggressively. Um, she came, she saw, and she conquered. When you know what you want, okay, like she said, she was ready to fight anyone. Let me tell you, I had a friend. When I told her about this business, she tried to talk me out. You have those friends that they're always scared. They don't have balls. And then she was like, "Oh, don't do it. And besides, you don't speak English. What are you going to do?" And the thing training most of the people are, in the USA, Canada, Australia, UK, but in Europe, these things you want to do is not gonna work. And I'm like, "Hey, my friend, whether you like it or not, I'll go make camp, you know. Um the way those people are making it, I'm gonna make it. I don't speak English fine. I'm
Yeah.
going to learn. I have Google there, as long as I have the willingness. And the thing is, I felt just like what Sis Precious said. I just knew right away that I was going to succeed in it.
Mhm.
That's just the thing, the positive mindset.
Mhm.
I don't come in without, no.
Mhm. Mhm.
Rather, how am I going to be successful in it? What am I going to do? My problem when I started was letting go of my investment. Because I was on maternity leave, the little money I was a single mom. So the little money I have put aside, whoa, I'm not gonna lie you. When I invested it into my business, I'm like, it's true. Oh, I feel like this is going to blow up. But what if you still have that small thing that okay, what if? So sometimes it double crossed my mind, and then I'll talk myself out of it. And the thing that really helped me get out of that mindset was the fact that I was watching one of our golden mastermind when the founder of the business was talking about contemplation, money, relationship with money. We have to learn. We like to hold on to things. And for me, when I have money put aside, I feel good. If I don't have any money, whether it is in my account or in my pocket, or I will feel sick right away that even paracetamol cannot cure me, So I was like, okay, there I am with a baby on my lap, putting all my savings away. Oh my God, you have to help me on this one. And when I hear the man say that, learn to contemplate your relationship with money. You are not losing. You have planted a seed. You have invested the money. You have to let go of that investment and think about how you are. Money is actually meant to be fructified, to be doubled. Money is not meant to be kept. When you keep money, you lose the value of it. Okay, so when I went back and hear all these successful people talk about, their successful stories, how they made it, how they were able to succeed, their downfall, how, all these things, I'm like, you know what, enough, I'm doing it. I don't care even if I have to spend the last cent. Just like what you say, Precious, my present situation was even hey, if I even just thinking about having to wake up at 5 in the morning, leaving those children, bringing that small premature baby at the daycare, and then having to run, catch bus, leaving those olders. I have 2 olders, leaving them at the school, even way before the school gets opened, because they have this daycare aside school. So you can bring your children there, your child there, before even the schools open. Just imagine kids being deep in sleep and you having to wake them up because you have a bus to catch.
Yeah.
To get home, to get to work at 9, and then oh my goodness. And then I'm like, no, this is not a life. If I think about that life, I'm like, am I not worth living my best life? Am I not worth having these things that I see people having, or is it just a dream? No. I can't be living off one paycheck to another. And the worst part of it is that when you get that money,
never enough.
Before even income, the money don't vanish in your account. Too much bills to pay, right?
Yeah.
Oh my God. And I'm like, no. I know what I want in life. Okay. It's just a matter of time. And I'm willing to do anything. I'm willing to sacrifice. I'm willing to work hard.
Yeah,
I rather sacrifice some time right now for tomorrow, because I know that what is ahead of me is better than what I'm facing right now. So that is, when I hear you talk, my sister, I feel myself in you. I feel that fire. And when you have that, you came in being an eagle. I tell people, when you want something, it's not my position to come and tell you that, okay, you need to do this in order to no. You need to know what you want in life. So for my mentees, for anyone watching us, this is not a dream. Like she said, it is not easy. Nothing is easy. If it was easy, I think everyone will be in it, doing it. It is not easy.
Yeah.
Okay. I do know that not everyone is meant to be a business owner.
Yes.
Or how do you even say it? Self-employed, because you have to have a very heavy shoulder. Okay. And this business is not just about you. You will take a village along with you. You will have people, okay, that will look up to you. You are a model, okay, role model to so many. So You have to be in that position. You need to teach. They're actually looking up to you. Okay, so you owe it not only to yourself but to other people watching you to succeed. Okay, so my sis, I just, please keep on talking, because this one, it pained them. Like, this is what I
Yes.
keep saying, guys. This is it. This is it. You have
Yeah.
stayed. I don't even have any questions. I just want to listen to you, because this is what we are lacking nowadays.
Yeah.
People want success. They want easy money, but they're not willing to do any sacrifice.
Yeah.
Okay, they think that they will just sit and to come.
Mm-mm.
I mean, I
Mm-mm.
come
It
across
doesn't work
people
that
that
way.
will say, "Oh, social media this." What social media that? Talk
Mm.
down on social media. Do you know how many, money people make on social media? How they earn their
Mm.
life? Even those sitting at the office does not make half of what people online are making. No,
Exactly.
those that have set up this system, you know, to make a good use of it. Do you think they're crazy? No. Even if you have an office today, you have a business, you can still run a business on the side. I say only people ignorance.
Yeah.
People will talk down on anything regarding digital business marketing or affiliate marketing. Or Charlie, get knowledge, guys. So, please.
the amazing thing, really, or the funny thing about this whole social media um, hatred is that the same people who don't like social media, who cannot do business on social media, are always on social media watching movies.
Watching.
Yeah,
I
They
know.
spend
yeah,
hours and hours watching stuff on social media,
Yes.
yeah.
but they
Yes.
can spend 30 minutes to
Mm,
do some business on
I
social
know.
media.
mm.
I
And they
know.
tell you they are afraid of social media. Why
I
are you
know.
afraid? How are you afraid of social media
And
if
Yeah.
you're always there watching something?
I
They're
did
on
not cut you
TikTok,
short,
they're on
sis.
YouTube, they're on Facebook, they're everywhere
Yeah.
watching stuff.
Everywhere.
I did not cut you short. Sis Precious, I
Yeah.
know we are all moms. And at some point, you know, I really broke down, okay? Because before having my fourth child, I had a still born. I lost a child at birth and all that. But then at the end of the
Right.
day, you will feel so dumb. You will feel so humiliated. You will feel like, okay, is it all I am worth it? Am I just going to be a stay-at-home mom
Mm.
doing nothing? I'm worth more than that. And I don't know about you. It has come to a point that I was getting memory loss. Like, I will read something, you will ask me just 1 second later, what
You
is this
forget it.
thing you are reading? I can't even tell you what I just wrote.
That
I
is
will forget
depression.
instantly.
That is a type of depression.
Can you imagine?
Kind of, you know,
Ah,
because of boredom
so my
and,
sister,
not
this
being
is so good
productive.
for us. Like, nowadays, having kids are no excuse. Whether you have 10 children, you have
Mm-hmm.
4 children, you have two, there is something for you to do. You don't have any excuse
No
anymore.
excuse. No
So
excuse.
it's up to you to take the opportunity. Learn to jump on opportunity when you see it. Okay. I know there is a lot of businesses out there. I know. But this particular one, if we are here telling you guys, it's because we are a living proof. The system has been tested and proven.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay. We are here showing our faces. So what more do you want? And when you come into the business, don't just come and sit down. No, look around you. Try to do the needful.
Okay.
You can't come in all excited, and then the next second you are all down. Down for what? You know, being a business owner, success comes with, you know, everything. Today is blooming. Tomorrow it is not. It is like this. Balance. You also have to know how to balance yourself,
That's all.
and
Yeah.
also educate yourself. Go out there, learn, get inspired by other people, innovate. So, my sister, I'm so 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 happy. I thought I was the only one feeling like this. Okay, so I'm really really happy that I have these two amazing moms here sharing this amazing. For me, this is a great testimony. We all need that. We all need to hear from others. Sometimes you will think that the world is falling upon your head. You are the only one going through shit in this life. No, we
Mm,
all have a story. It's just that we don't carry it out there. We don't talk about them. We only
yeah.
talk about it when it is needed. All right. So
Mhm,
don't feel like you are the only one. No, no, no.
mhm.
Okay, well, very well said. Let's move on. So I'm not going to ask you if you think you're a success, because already we have testified to your success while while talking about other stuff. So now I know some of your success, but I know some people are dying to hear what has she succeeded in doing with this business. So can you give us an idea? What benefits have you gained from being a member of this business community? How have
Okay.
you, yeah.
All right. Thank you so much. So now when it comes to, success, all right? So how can we how do we define the success of a thing? Okay, success is like an achievement of a desired goal or an outcome, right? So now, but this varies from person to person, okay? What
Mhm.
is success for me might not be what is success for you.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So everybody defines success on their own terms, okay?
Different.
According to what so for me, some people success might mean something like wealth, fame, and power, and all that. Okay. For other people, it might mean happiness, fulfillment, and personal growth. Okay. So for me, success means financial time freedom. All right, because that was the number one goal, time freedom. I want to be able to stay in my kids' lives 24/7. I want to be the best mentor and coach for them. I don't want to leave them in the hands of strangers. Okay. I want to train them in my own terms. All right. And this business has given me that opportunity to be there for them, to watch them grow into amazing human beings. Okay. So that time freedom is very important to me. I can decide to travel whenever I want to travel. I don't miss out on my kids' school activities. I'm always there representing. I'm always there 24/7 for them. Okay. That is the number one success that I've achieved here. Number two is financial success as well. Like I said, I wasn't working, no income, no experience, no working experience, just sitting down home and being fed. Oh my goodness. Oh my God. I can't believe this, Like right now, I am making huge income every month from the comfort of my home. I have never worked in Canada before. This is the first time I'm doing something and actually earning income in Canada. From my home, I am making 5 figures monthly from the comfort of my home. So that is a huge success for me. Above all, happiness, fulfillment. You know, I remember those days when I would just sit down and before you know it, I would be lost in thoughts, gradually getting into depression without knowing it, right? I was always sad, I was always angry, you know. But these days, ever since I found this business, I've changed completely. You know, I'm happy now. I'm happier right now because I have something in my bank account. Each time I look into my bank account and I see something there, it gives me joy. I feel fulfilled. Okay. And again, success for me is personal growth as well. Apart from the financial freedom and the financial blessing and everything, I have grown so much because of this business. Personal development, right? I have learned how to be in control of my mind, my mindset. I have learned how to, even to communicate with people, so many things that I have really, really grown in. Okay. So this is it for me. I have really achieved so much more ever since I started this business and all that. And again, because of this business, I were able to set up a project in Nigeria, a building that we just completed recently. It's because of this business, okay? Just 2.5 years in this business, and all these things are happening. I wonder what is gonna happen when I get to about 5 years in the business. I wonder the stage I'm gonna be. I just wonder because right now I'm already comfortable with what I'm gaining, what I'm making from the business. I'm already okay with what I'm making. But then we never get satisfied, right? We keep striving, we keep moving until we can be able to, spread it all over the world, help people and all that. Okay. So this is it for me about, getting successful in the business.
Guys,
Thank you.
I wish I could put on camera that project that she talked about.
Mhm.
You will be amazed that somebody in this business, solely from this business, had started and completed that project within 2 years. You will be amazed, but that will be for next time. So I know we always talk about have a second stream of income, do not rely on one income, and all that and all that. But in this business, this is just a single business, right? And that is what you are relying on. Can you tell us why? Why are you comfortable with just this business, given the fact that we live in a volatile economy? Anything can happen at any time. Are you not afraid of losing your business? Or, as somebody with, is it one source of income, or do you have other sources of income within the business?
Okay. So, like I said, this business is the only source of income for me. All right. And the reason why I have decided to do this fully is because my income in the business is more than enough for me. All right. I am making income that is even more than nurses every month from the comfort of my home. So why will I, go out there, stress myself and overworking myself and, like risking my kids and all that. So whatever I'm making in this business is okay for me to be able to stay home, look after my children and making more and more money. I'm not saying that, if you're here, you shouldn't go out there to look for a second stream of income. No, you can, because the business is not even going to stop you from looking for something else out there. There are some people that have passion in what they are doing in their profession and all that. Yeah, you can still be doing what you're doing and have this one, as a second stream of income. You understand? So I'm not going to say you should quit your job, but for me, I am not going to go out there looking for any other thing when I already have everything that I needed, everything I've always wanted in this business. This business has provided me with everything I've always dreamt of. My mom is not hungry. My kids are not hungry. I am okay with what I'm gaining and I'm making more and more. I'm just starting my journey. I've not even gotten to my goal yet. And already I am comfortable with the income I'm making. I wonder when I get to my goal. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen at that stage. So for me, this is the only stream of income for now. And I'm very comfortable with it. Okay. We have people too that are also doing their main job and doing this at the same time. But the only thing is that maybe if they were working like 16 hours or 18 hours in their job, now they're able to now cut down on the hours they're working and all that, just because they have passion for that profession, right? So that's why they just had to cut down the hours and also making huge income from this business. A lot of people have quitted their jobs because of this business. When you look at your income from the business, you're making like 3 or 4 times what you're being paid in monthly in your regular job. I don't know why you should now stress yourself doing all those job when you have something that have already replaced that income for you. Do you understand? So the most important thing is my children, giving them all the time and watching them grow into an amazing human being. That is what I value more. All right. So
So,
that is it for me.
Depi, we've talked so much about this business giving us opportunity to be at home with our children and all that. There are people who are no longer raising kids. Their kids are all grown, or they do not have kids. Are those people, do they have something to look forward to, something to hope for in this business? Because somebody might be out there and say, oh, I'm not raising kids, so I really don't need the business. I'm fine. What else can they benefit from this business other than having time for
Well,
the family?
first of all, this business is not only made for or meant for mothers or parents or people that has children. No, so um, you don't need you don't need to have children to do this one. Okay, you will have your training. That training will occupy you. Okay. Uh, I don't know. We all come in with different goals, like my sister has said. We all have different goals, different journey and all that. So depending on what you want to achieve, right? So like for me, to answer that question, like for me, I have 3 kids, okay? They all go to school. Even my little one, she's 3 years old. She goes to school now from 8:30 to 4:30. That's a really long day, right?
Yeah.
And so I have like the whole day all by myself. And guess what? When I started the business, I was really, really busy doing coaching calls. That is when I became a coach, of course, doing coaching calls, helping my mentees, because that is my main goal, making sure that everyone is helped, that they understood, what they need to do, what is required of them in order to be successful, right? So already that occupied me, okay?
Mhm.
But it has come to a point in my business where I have the feeling that my mentees does not rely on me no more, because they have grown, they have their own wings,
Yeah.
okay? I have more time, and I'm here wondering, oh, okay, chasing them around. Oh, shall we do Zoom? And then we have
Mhm.
Zoom. I'm all alone in the Zoom because they can do things by themselves. They don't need me to babysit them no more.
Anymore.
Okay. So
Yeah.
for anyone that does not have children, then I can say that you are even lucky, because you will have time to educate yourself, to explore more things out there. The business does not require your physical presence. Okay. We do everything at the background. Everything basically is automated. You
Yeah.
just have more time to enjoy, to travel, to do whatever you want. So
That is
like
it.
me, to come back to me, because my team does not rely on me no more, I have all this time for myself. What did I do? My kids go to school, like I say, from 8:30 to 4:30. I've took it upon myself to learn other things as well, to
Mhm.
set up another business,
Mhm.
because I am really passionate, like she said. I am passionate about learning. Okay. And also, I wanted to have that, working in team connection, because when I was working, I really liked that atmosphere. It has come to a point that I was kind of tired of working indoors. So I wanted to go out, at least to have an office outside of my home to go to and to come back. And then at night, because mostly I do my business at night. This is another beauty of the business. You
Yeah.
can schedule your own time,
Oh,
you
same.
know. So nobody tells you when to open your business and when to go offline, right? So what
Mhm.
what I do is that I do other business in the morning, and then around 5 o'clock I am home. I can do my business or do other things as well. So I have several businesses. Me, I have a restaurant. I have a cabinet in recruitment. I recruit people that speaks um, specific languages. It can be bilanguage, 3 language, because we have a lot of international companies here that are in need of people that speak different languages, all right? And so
Mhm.
because like my sister Precious said, this business has changed my mindset, personal growth. I have learned so much that I can put into something else, which is something that I wouldn't have done before.
Mhm.
Where will I even gain the balls to do it, the confidence
Mhm.
to do it? But because I have learned everything from this business, I've decided to open another one and another one. I have about 4 of them, but still working for myself though. Okay, you are not under
Mhm.
anyone.
Mhm.
But this business give you that flexibility, that time freedom, and of course the financial freedom, because you need money to invest into something else. Like sis, if your ma said, you know, this business already, like you said as well, is precious.
Mhm.
I earn 5 figures as well, and sometimes for me it's just not about money. Like you say, success means different things to different people. I like putting my knowledge out there, helping other people. I am really, really passionate about doing. I am a busybody. I can't stay at one place. That is my problem, especially now that my kids are grown. The
Mhm.
only little one I have is Aliyah, which is 3, but she too, she's at school. So when she come back, I make sure that, you know, I'm with them. I give them everything they need. But other than that, I'm okay. You know, I do the things that I love. And what I say to people is, please, please, please do what you love. When you do what you love, it becomes passion. It's not work for me. I know that a lot of people ask me, but why are you doing it? Why are you always, into this? It's because I'm passionate about it. It's because I love it. I can't help it. Okay. So that's how it is, because I'm passionate. I don't see it as job, it's giving me money, yes, but I'm enjoying helping other people achieving their goals as well. But it wouldn't be possible without this business. That's it wouldn't be. This business is just my heart. I would die with it. Like I said, like I have tried so many
This
things,
is
and
a
this is by
place to
far
die.
the best.
Yeah, we die here.
We die here. This is where we
If
die.
there's
So
anywhere
anything that
to
happens,
die, not on your job, is in this business.
yes, anything that happens, this is my top priority.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Yeah.
This is my top priority. If I have to let go of everything.
I know that in the future I'm going to have several businesses, but for now my focus is on this one, right?
Exactly.
I'm trying to build this one. When I get this one to a certain level, then I can start looking for other things that
The thing
I'm
is,
doing
you
for
have to
myself
be
as well.
consistent. Yes,
Yeah.
I'm totally. I totally agree with you. When you start something, don't jump. Go and start another thing. No.
Exactly.
You have to stay consistent.
Yes.
Make it work. Okay.
Yeah.
And then, go to another thing or another niche.
Very quickly, I've taken a lot of your time, Precious. Very quickly, can you give us some success tips? How did you get to where you are? What are the tips you can offer?
Yeah, like success tips, what like keeping your eyes on the prize, right? Focusing on your goal. You have a goal to achieve. Concentrate on that goal to make sure that you bring it into reality. All right. Another success, tips is that, you have a team. If you have a team, like in our business, right? You don't grow alone here. You don't grow alone here. You have to work hand in hand with your team. All right. You help your team grow as well, because as they are successful, you are also successful, right? So that is it. Just keep your eyes on the prize, stay focused, be very hardworking. Every single day, do something about your business. If it's talking to your team, if it's posting on your Facebook page, if it's attending meetings, you just have to be plugged in 100%. All right. You just have to be all in whatever you're doing to achieve your success. Okay. Another thing is your mindset. It's very important. Your mindset is very, very important. Like I said, there must be ups and downs. It cannot be smooth all the time. Hi. So there must be ups and downs. All right. So, but now your mindset is very important. How you handle that situation when you find yourself in that kind of condition, right? Maybe you're expecting something and it's not going the way you were expecting it. But one thing you should know is that as long as you're doing the right thing, as long as you're doing what you're supposed to do, as long as you're following what your training has taught you, your goal, your success will definitely come. Keep doing what you're doing, be hardworking, all right? And again, in this business, another thing is being responsible here, all right? You have to be responsible. We are all working for ourselves. We are our own boss. We decide when we want to work and when we don't want to work. But that doesn't mean that you will not do what you're supposed to do to help your business to grow. Set up a schedule for yourself and stick with it, okay? If maybe this week or today you have decided, okay, today I'm going to, maybe make a post on Facebook, or today I'm going to go live, or just make sure that you're doing something every day about whatever that you're working on, all right? Because if you relax, that business is going to relax as well. You're not going to see any results, okay? So for you to achieve that result, you must do something to make it happen. You have mentors, you have coaches that are there to guide you, to support you, to encourage you and all that. But the actual work, you're the one that is going to do it to make it come into a reality, right? So do it. The 90% of the job have been done for you. Heavy lifting has been done for you. You just have about 10% to put in to get your business up and running. So if you're able to put in that 10%, you're going to achieve whatever that is success that you're looking for here. So this is success for me in my business, Thank
Last
you so
word
much.
from you, Depi. I want to let her go.
Yeah, now I think she has said it all, guys. Mindset, be positive. Whatever you want to do, just bear it in mind that it will take work. Okay. You
Mm-hmm.
have to work on whatever you will put your mind to. And like I said, when we often say that, oh, fate, my time will come, or my time, my sister, faith needs to meet up action before it work. It's not
Mm-hmm.
faith only. Even
Mm-hmm.
God said we have to put it on our lap and then he will carry it on our head, right?
Yes.
So guys, like she said, please reach out if you would like to know more about this business opportunity. If you want to talk to any of us, we are here. Reach out to any of us and we will guide you through
Yeah.
the process. You don't be scared, okay? Don't be scared. We do not bite, but we do scratch. We just scratch a little bit, but we do not bite, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And it is durable. This business does not require any age limit. Well, you have to be 18 though, but it doesn't require any geographic situation. Wherever you may be, you can do it. You will learn, from scratch. You don't have to be tech savvy.
Yeah.
All you have to do is to bring yourself. We want you to be you, to be who you are,
You
okay? And be
just,
ready to
you,
learn, be
yeah.
coachable,
Yeah,
be
that is it.
coachable.
You just have to be a self-driven individual,
Yeah,
ready
that's
to
it.
learn and coachable. And that is it.
That's
That is
it.
it. You need
That's
to
it.
have that drive,
Yeah.
that mindset of never quitting or not giving up
Oh, yeah.
easily.
No
Okay.
matter what.
So
Yeah.
if you have that kind of mindset, if you're that kind of person, if you're like us, then this is for you.
Yes. It's
This is for
definitely for
you,
you.
you
Yeah.
know.
Kate, precious, I promised you that I'll give you an opportunity to sell this business in Igbo language. Guys, I am Igbo, I'm Nigerian and I'm Igbo, and that's my Igbo sister. So I
Yes.
want her to sell that business in the language that some of our viewers who are Igbos will understand better. Take it away.
Okay. Ụmụnne m, ndewonu. Like we said, aha m wụ Precious Esonu. Awụkwanụ m nwa afọ Igbo kajara akaja. You know, so this business changed our lives. I need mụ na Ifeoma nọ here. I wụ ndị Igbo. We saw this opportunity anyị jide ya by force with everything in us. And today our story has changed. Ụmụnne m enweghị nọ n'ime business a. Ike ọgwụla gị ị na-arụ ọrụ abụọ, ọrụ atọ, gị rụrụ ka, ịrụcha ihe ịrụtara, you're not even seeing it. Imecha bills ewere ihe niile, you don't have time for your kids. Ị na-aga ọrụ, ụmụaka na-ebe na-asị, mommy, please don't go today, don't go today, that kind of thing. Or ịrụọla nrụgide n'obodo oyibo for so many years and you've not been able to achieve much, even here and back home and all that. Ụmụnne m, opportunity are for you. Come and check it out. Come and check out this opportunity and see ihe anyị hụrụ mere na December. This is it for us. We have a community where we are going to add you in. Gị batakwana bịa hụ ndị Igbo ndị ọzọ na-share their story. Ụta ishi nọrọ ebe ugbu a na-share our own. We are so many Igbos are in this business. A lot of Nigerians are in the business, succeeding. Okay, so my encouragement will lekwa ebe ahụ apịrị aka ọ dị the learn more button or whatever or link ọ bụla nofro there. Pinye na aka, check the website and come in and see it for yourself. Gị hụ that n'obodo oyibo a anyị abịaghị obodo oyibo ịrụgbu onwe anyị n'ọrụ. I nwere dreams before we all came here. We all had big dreams, And when they say ha bịara obodo oyibo 3 years, ha bidoro nwa mansion na Nigeria, meweke. So ihe m chọrọ ịjụ gị now, all those dreams niile ahụ, ele ihe mere ya, elufu, iwufuola ya na garbage. You don't have to throw them away because they are all achievable. All right, this business has given us the opportunity to achieve our dreams and even more. So all those your dreams in obodo oyibo, you can still achieve them. Ọwụhụ just ịrụgbu onwe gị n'ọrụ na-aka nka ụsụ, ọwụhụ ihe anyị ji bịa obodo oyibo a. Okay, so give it a chance and take a leap of faith and click on the link or the website. Check it out. Ị mara ma ihe ị ga-emenwuli. Anaghị afọ ọsọ mmadụ ime the business. Ọwụhụ for onye ọbụla. Business awụhụ for onye ọbụla. Ọwụ ịbata gị watch ya the free webinar. Gị hụ ihe niile dị involved. Decide ya ma ihe ị chọrọ ime ma ọwụ ihe ị chọrọ ime. If you look at it and it's not for you, you walk away. Ọwụhụ for onye ọbụla. Like I said, iwe onye nwere obi eji achụ ego, iwe onye nwere obi business and all that. Ngwanụ lekwe ya, opportunity ọ gbara gị n'ihu, ọ nọ gị n'aka to decide whether ma ị chọrọ ime ya or not. I'm not going to force you. Ihe anyị mawo, anyị ejile gị ụzọ. Anyị ejile gị ụzọ ije ebi ndụ n'obodo oyibo a, ụzọ iji awụ ọgaranya n'obodo oyibo a. Ọ nọzi gị n'aka whether ma ị chọrọ iso anyị bịa hụ ihe anyị hụrụ mere na anyị ji pụta ugbu a na-akọsa oziọma asị onye ọbụla. Ọ nọ gị n'aka. So check it out and I promise you na ihe ọbụla ị ga-ahụ n'ime you're not going to regret it. Okay. Also, I know here, I will check coaches and mentors. I will have people under us, and I help, and I guide. I know to make sure that they were successful like us. So you will all have the support. The support in the community is amazing. You will never be alone in the business. Okay. And like we said, all you need to run it one and laptop and phone. You can run the business. You decide there now that each other Nigeria, you put up Bagela Nigeria. Business again on 24/7, non-stop. So it's something that you are doing on your own. You are your own boss. You decide when you want to work and when you don't want to work. You work from any part of the world. So you can't go like in you can't go like in a 9 to 5. Every morning you're waking up to alarm clock. The same thing every morning. The not to very late. So before you will come back after 3 or 4 hours of sleep. That is not life. This business will give you that time freedom, financial freedom, so that you can be able to travel whenever you want to travel. You can go and have, rest, go on vacation and live your life, and not working for you also until you're 60 or 65 years old. Maybe you do their dreams and not your own. You're building someone else's dreams, not your own. Meanwhile, when your own dreams you set aside, you want to achieve. Achieve. The time now, you have the time to decide whether you want to, achieve all those big dreams or not. Anaghị force ya mmadụ, but ị chọrọ ịgbanwe ndụ gị, pinye aka, bata n'ime ụlọ, anyị ga-eji gị ụzọ, ị ga-eji nwere onwe gị n'obodo ugbu a. Ndewo na ụmụnne m, we look forward to seeing you.
Deppy, am I sorry that you didn't understand all she said?
Yeah, it's too bad though. I think.
Oh my goodness. Precious, I'm coming for lectures. I'm going to come for lectures. You have to teach me. I am Igbo, but I can't present this thing the way she has presented it.
Yeah, that is the way. Even my ads, I do it in Igbo so that I can attract people that are like me, right? People that understands what I'm saying. People that have the same passion with me. People that it's easier for me to work with people that speak the same dialect with me. I noticed that they trust me more when I talk in my dialect, right? So I have decided to maintain that. Okay, so I was so happy when you said that I'm going to share part of the stuff with my dialect.
Yeah,
I was so
that's
happy
my tradition. That's my tradition.
Yeah.
I always want my guests to share the business in their language. Dapi, I've given you so many opportunities to share in your language. Do you want to go?
You're mute.
You're mute.
Too many noise at the background. She's singing. Okay, so I'm gonna cut it short. Mi ato dobenami nyanovi nyadada ele kame egbe ami gba digital business benya. Donc asibere ke minya nenia ne milejila nya nu sokudo digital business ntia olate no home na wodo mi ato mi abe fu pepe o late to te ne mi anto media opportunité o sugbo egbe tellement que vena ki won to le ji oye no le ji la wodo la home o le ji la ni won to ape patron o allo odo do o le di la maintenir ape do voilà ba do business ko la no work la no générer gagnant chaque fin du mois alors presque chaque semaine a me invité au bena ava no chona ava po nke le job me mi ato ya mi mu do business like mind me le scared mi dina mi toucher no physically. This one you cannot touch it physically. Odola go into it. Kudo ape sentiment oye quoi. Okay? Donc mi vane me fait va pon ko a mo le wo les réseaux sociaux on dit ni ma grand blame. Donc c'est une opportunité qu'on met à votre portée. Donc reach out, nous sommes là et on va vous aider à faire autant. Merci beaucoup. J'ai mon website en dessous de ma vidéo et donc pour quiconque voudrait en savoir plus, joignez, vous pouvez me joindre. J'ai un numéro sur ma page, sur mon site. Vous n'avez qu'à vous inscrire sur mon site qui est tout en bas avec votre nom et votre email et je vais vous contacter personnellement pour plus d'informations. Vous pouvez être mère, parent, grand-père, grand-mère, tout ce que tu veux. Aujourd'hui, tu peux te faire beaucoup d'argent sur les réseaux sociaux. Alors, ne rate surtout pas cette opportunité, mes amours. Je vous adore. Bon week-end à tous.
Okay, beautiful people. We are bringing this program to an end. I told my guests 30 minutes, but I guess we have so much to share that we've taken 1 hour. We've taken 1 hour, but it's okay. I want to believe that you all learned something from watching my guests speak today. Go and put whatever you've learned into practice. If you are an existing uh, business entrepreneur in this business community and you are struggling or you don't know how or what you should do, there is training which I'm sure you're going through or you've gone through, but we all have different ways, different other things that we do, different personal touches that we give to our businesses. And my guest Precious has shared some of the her success tips, and I hope you will try to imbibe those tips into your own daily activities and see how it works for you. If you are still on the fence, if you have not taken a decision, I will tell you one thing, and that thing is that you cannot cross a sea by standing and watching the water. You have to make a move to cross that sea. You have to take action. If you want to travel to Canada and you are in France and you're saying, my dream is to go to Canada, that dream is not going to come true until you take action
Exactly.
to go to Canada. So you can't stay at a place and dream. It becomes a hallucination if you do not take action. Dreams go with actions. Dreams that you don't take actions to bring to fulfillment is nothing but hallucination. Take action. It doesn't cost anything. When I say cost anything, I'm not talking about the finances. This is business. You are bound to make some little investment into it.
Exactly. Yeah.
What I am saying costing anything is it doesn't take anything away from you to try to take a
Check it
step
out.
and
Exactly.
see if this works for you. Like she said, if it doesn't work for you, you step out. And the guarantee we are giving you today is that we have a membership fee, a token fee of $149. If you pay that $149 and you step in and you see, after watching everything, you say, I can't do this. This is not for me. Within 30 days, you get your money back in full. Nothing is removed. That's a guarantee.
Yeah.
We are saying it here openly, putting our faces on the screen to tell you that we are honest about what we're saying. So don't sit back and and keep dilly-dallying, not taking action. Oh, I want it, I don't want it, I'm scared. There's nothing to be scared about. You have your money back. You're not
Yeah.
losing anything within 30 days. If you
Exactly.
decide, you get your money back. Build wealth for yourself. Do not keep building other people and not building yourself. Spend 24 hours working for people and not spending 1 minute to put into building your own wealth. Tomorrow, when you retire, they are not going to give you a part of whatever comes into that business for life. It is what you build for yourself that you're going to rely on. And I must tell you, this is a single business with other businesses within.
Yes.
We have other streams of income within this one business.
Yes.
They are left for you to choose. You choose, pick and choose which one you want to go into. With just $149, you have access to maybe 5 other streams of income within the business, and you pick which one you want. It couldn't be better than that.
Yeah, and talking about 149, let me just throw more lights to that. Talking about 149, many of us here, you probably maybe you go shopping and you buy a single clothes for maybe $200, $250, and you notice that's clothes that you bought, you might not even wear it, or you just wear it once and you get tired of it and you just gift it out, right? It's not even stopping you from buying more things for yourself. Or you take your kids out and you guys spend about $300, $250 at a time, and it will stop you from taking your kids out. Now, this is just 149
For
US
life.
dollars that you can invest in an information that can change your life, that can change your generation tomorrow. 149. When I saw it and I said, this is 149, I am going to take this risk. If it's calm, let them take it. Let them take my money. I don't care. It's 149. I'm not going to die. If I lose it, it's not too much to lose. But thank God, when I came in, it was a legitimate business. So 149 can change your life right now. That is what I'm trying to tell you. Don't look at it don't look at it as if it's too much of a money to, to spend, or that it's not too much,
For for
compared
me,
to
self,
how much you
I
spend
did not have
every day.
had a credit card. We
Yeah.
use what we call Mastercard in Europe, mostly,
Mhm.
especially in the Netherlands. Only
Mhm.
few people really has credit card. So I could either pay the one foreigner with a credit card or PayPal, right?
Mhm.
So back then, I did not have any money in my PayPal
Mhm.
account, no credit card either. So I asked someone to pay the money for me. That is how desperate I was. So
Yeah.
I had the money and then asked, please, can I use your card to make this payment? It's really
Mhm.
important. And then
Mhm.
the person was starting talking. Oh, you are always doing this. I say, my friend, I did not ask you for comment. I say,
Yeah.
can you please? That is how I got in. And thank God, when I was about to do the business, I could just transfer, my investment directly to the
Yeah.
company, and then that's it. So just it goes to say that if you want something, you will make all means possible. And today, one more last thing that I would like to add is that if you don't have the resources, to start a business, please cut down on your expenses. If you are
Mhm.
doing hair every time, buying
Mhm.
Brazilians hair,
Mhm.
whatever Indians hair, doing
Mhm.
your nails, going
Mhm.
out, eating outside, cut down on all of that, and you will
Mhm.
see the change in your life just within
Mhm.
1 year.
Yeah.
You will not, you know,
You will
you
not
will not
regret it.
believe. So that is exactly
Yeah.
what I've done. I
Yeah.
have
A
cut down on
legitimate
so many
uh,
things.
and a legitimate business at that. We are paying our taxes in this business, right? They send our tax, paper every year, and I have registered and incorporated my business, so it's legitimate. Okay, you have nothing to lose. Just check it out and thank us later. That is it.
And guys, it is generational. What that means is that you
Generational.
can pass it
Pass it
to
to your
anybody.
children,
Your
children,
children,
children.
your children, it keeps
Yeah,
going.
keeps
It's not a
going.
one man's business that dies with
Mm,
the owner. No. When something happens to me today, any of
yeah.
my family members I have passed it to can take it up from there and continue. It is generational. If
Generation.
you're
Yeah.
looking for something to keep for your children, instead of going to buy life insurance is good. I'm not condemning it. But instead of going to buy life insurance that they won't get anything until you die,
Mm-hmm.
do this business for them.
Yeah.
While you're still living,
Yes,
they can be running it and still making
exactly.
money from it, and not
Exactly.
wait until when you die before they get
Mm-hmm.
money.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So
I know.
we have said enough, guys. Um, I am so excited that and honored that Precious came here. I'm not going to leave you. I'm going to hold you by your apron string. You must teach me how you do the Igbo ads because you're just too good in it. So
Yeah, she is. And
yeah,
she is so humble too, guys. This is one
Mhm.
thing. When you humble yourself, God will lift you up. I
Thank
know
you so
so
much.
many people at her grade, at her level, that does not even look back. I'm not saying that in this business, but in life in general, people will be carrying themselves around. And when she told me that she has reached out to her and she responded immediately, she's like, oh my God, she is so kind. I thought that I'm like, really? Oh, that's so
Okay.
good. So that is one of the things that really touches,
Thank you so
me
much.
particularly, but because I'm like, oh my God, we need more of, you know, these people on earth. So thank you so, so
You're
much. We really
welcome. Thank you
appreciate
so
you.
much. Thank you
Like
so
she
much
said,
for having
we
me
are
here.
holding you tight.
yeah.
That's
Please don't
okay.
get tired when I send you messages. I want to know how you do these ads in Igbo. I really
No
want to get
problem.
into it. I am
Anytime,
Igbo, but I'm
sis.
not.
Anytime. We're all here to support each other, right? Like I
Yeah,
said, you can never
that's
grow
the beauty
alone.
of
You
this
can't grow alone
community.
here. Okay?
Mhm.
That's it.
That is the beauty. So, guys, I'll bring this program to an end. I'm so sorry I've taken so much of your time. It's because I have this wonderful guest and I couldn't just stop her. I have so many things to ask. If I ask I need to ask, she will be here for the next 2-3 hours. But I don't want to do that. I want her to come back another time when I invite her.
Okay.
So thank you so much for being a part of this program. I appreciate your time. And I want to say a very big thank you to Precious for giving me the opportunity to host you on this platform. And to my coach, Dapi, who is always ready and available when I need her. She never says no.
I
I
know.
thank you. I appreciate you all. I appreciate your time. I appreciate all the information you have given us today.
By the way, anyone watching us, have you checked the comment section?
I don't have
Any comments that
no.
no?
You
Okay,
can watch
they
the
will catch up.
replay.
Yeah, they
People
can
are
catch the
very
replay
busy.
Okay, they
later.
will catch up
Yeah,
the replay. Okay.
people are
Okay.
very busy. Most
Yeah.
people, I'm
Yeah.
sure, work
It's
on
Exactly.
Saturday.
so,
Saturdays
Yeah.
are quietly
yeah.
busy.
So if you are not watching with us, some people don't comment. They just sit down and watch, and
Yeah,
later,
Yes,
I
exactly.
know.
they send me messages. Oh, I
I
watched
know.
you. When did you put the comment? So I know you're there.
When
When
you will see that people are actually, when you look at your views, you see you're getting about 200 and
Yeah.
something views. That is the most
Yes,
important, okay?
yes.
Not the comments. As
Not
long
the
as they're
comments.
seeing,
Yeah,
they have seen and they
you
have
can
heard
watch
us,
the
that's
replay
fine.
later. It's gonna be there for you to watch at any time. And
Yes.
if you have any question for Precious, please send that question to me. I'll forward it to her, and you will get a response. And
Yes.
also from Dapi, if you have a
Yes.
question, she will get it. So thank you very much, and remain blessed. And I wish you a
Thank you so
very
much.
wonderful weekend. We will
Okay.
see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.